Hari Om, Namaste. Uh, we are here to discuss today an important question about Vedic chanting. Vedas cannot be chanted by some set of people, including all women, and Shudras and Mlechas. That is what the Dharma says. The Dharma books on Dharma, and the elders and the traditional people, they ask us not to recite Vedas, not even sometimes to listen to them, and such things. We come across such warnings, such prohibitions, such rejections where we are rejected. No, you cannot learn Veda, just go away. But women feel very hurt, Shudras feel very dejected, and Mlechas feel very insulted when they come to know such things and when they hear such rejections from the elderly known people whom they have high regard for. Okay, I will ask only one single question. There is a very big scientific laboratory where high level scientists are working with some chemical, something. Will everybody be allowed inside into that scientific laboratory? Will everybody be allowed inside into such a like medical lab is there? No, they say no, please take out your wear certain kind of clothes, put this, have some sanitizer, something. When the corona had happened, then we came across something which we cannot see, but we will be affected, which will be fatal. And we all believed in it. All the world believed in it. Not just India, not just Russia, not just other country. Everybody believed in it, and they face the consequences of it. When we don't wear the mask, when we don't have the protection on, then what happens? So this is the physical world where there are many elements which are both physical and non-physical also. Okay, so reading Vedas, reciting them is related to some such area of this physical world where the non-physical elements come into play. We cannot see, we cannot observe, we cannot experience it right away, but we have to just listen. When we said, hey, don't enter this lab, you are not allowed here. Do we cry? Oh, how can they stop me? I'm so learned. I know this. I know that. I'm very good mathematician. How can I enter a chemical lab? If you are a mathematician, be a mathematician. You have nothing to do with chemistry. Okay, so how to deal with those equipments and what to do? You don't break anything. You don't burst into something that is bad for you. So they stop you. Please, you're not aware of the things here. Please don't come into here. So such the Veda place also. Okay, so keeping aside the examples, now I tell what exactly happens when you recite Veda. Our tongue is having the power of to speak. It touches different areas of the mouth when we say certain mantras, and this part inside the roof of the mouth directly is touched with the brain, and some lobes and some nodes and some like nerves are connected into the brain, which are going from this, and that is how a mantra works. A certain set of sounds put together in certain swaras. The Vedas have swaras, three: Udatta, Anudatta, Swarita. So touching the tongue to say that mantra in certain tone is going to bring in some change in the body. When we do it repeatedly, it is going to gain power. This sound bears a power to bring in some change in the life, in the world, in the surroundings around, okay, in our places which are nearby. It happens with every mantra. That is why it becomes a mantra. Okay. Now, I come to the Vedic tradition. How was the Vedic tradition and how is the Vedic tradition? Let us just try to understand. Vedas are recited by a set of people called Brahmanas. They wear certain clothes. They have the shaved heads. They have a shikha. They have the this tripundra, etc. on their body, vibhuti on their body. They do so many austerities right from the Brahmi Muhurta in the morning, that is nearby 3:30 to 4 a.m. in the morning, some 2.5 hours before sunrise, according to their places. They get up and they do austerities till the noon time, almost. The set of austerities they have to follow, and that is their life. If you want to be a Vaidika Brahmana, you don't want to be a modernist, then you have to do austerities till almost 12 p.m. Okay? Till 12 p.m. From 4 a.m. to 12 p.m. only austerities, only rituals. And their houses are different. Their women are different in the house. They follow different set of like achara. Achara is the traditional rituals and all. So their food, their way of living, how they spend money, how they earn money, everything is entirely different in their life. You know that Brahmana has to live on begging. That Brahmana has to cannot demand anything from anyone. He cannot earn money. He cannot save it money and have bank accounts for himself. He should not wear clothes that he buys. Somebody should give him. You know that. And his clothes cannot be like stitched. He cannot wear stitched clothes. So only the plain cloth, putting like a dhoti, he has to wear, and something on the uttariya, like another cloth, another piece of cloth above. Okay. And when he does the austerities, he has to remove that. And he has a thread on his body, which he has to protect all the time. Okay. And he has to follow the speech related austerities. He cannot just speak bad words. He cannot, because whatever he says will come true, because in his mouth stays the Veda. Okay. So this is a small picture I am giving you. The picture is very big, and he has to go to a Gurukula. He has to do the seva of the Guru like anything. Even if the Guru kicks him, he should not feel bad. That level of egolessness, non-ego state, total non-ego state, total submission to the Guru. Then the Veda comes to him, and he spends almost from 7th year of his life to 25th year of his life, only sitting with the Guru, day in, day out, reciting what he says. Nothing is explained to him. He just listens, he says. He listens, he says. That is how he takes in the Veda. And such a Brahmana, after takes up a household life, householder, he gets a wife, he gets children, and everything is filled with austerities, and that he has to calculate the time, he has to calculate all the things, and only doing good to the society is his life. He cannot do anything for his own self or his family. This is a small picture I am giving. Okay. So if you want to read Veda, if you want to learn Veda, then become one Brahmana, do this for yourself, and then start reciting Veda. Okay. Now I come to the third part of this discussion, where I myself am a woman, I'm a female, I'm a girl. So what happened is, when I was a girl, I also approached my guru. Can I learn Veda? I liked Rudram a lot. Rudram was very attractive for me. I asked him because my brother was allowed by my Gurudeva. Gurudeva said, not for you, not for you. Okay. I said, why? Then he said, you can do everything else than reciting with Veda. You can read as a text, like put before your eyes and just start reading into your mind. You can read the Bhashya. You can understand the meanings of that Rudram, this thing. You can write a meaning of it. You can translate it into English or any other language you want. You can read books on the Rudram explaining the theory and everything. But you should not recite Rudra. Okay. I liked the idea very much. When my Gurudeva told you are allowed to do all these things, but just reciting. Okay. Then I heard experiences from other women and other scholars who told that women's body is different from a man's body. Okay, so when it comes to austerities, okay, I also can live a life of austerities. I will also go to a guru. I will also have a thread on my, just I will cover my upper body. That will be the only difference between a male and female. That's all. Why can't I? Then they told me that the women's organs, they are for the reproduction. I mean, they are for the bringing out a child. The childbearing systems in the female body and having the monthly things and all. So they are disturbed when these mantras are chanted from a woman. Then the women, as a woman, I would say, okay, I won't chant in those times when I'm pregnant, when I have the days of women, I won't chant them. Other days I can, but no, the whole system will be disturbed when the things which a woman's body is allowed are don't include the Vedic sounds. They are very strong. They have very high power. They are like a high power transmitter that we have the all the electricity. I mean, from where electricity is discharged to all the houses, it is the center. A Vedic Brahmana is like that center where from the electricity is transmitted to all the places. So my body cannot take it, even in the normal position. My cycles might get disturbed. My childbearing process can get disturbed, and many other things. My understanding, these things can be disturbed. Okay. When I was told this, then I said, okay, it's a theory, fine. Then I have read experiences of some women who tried to say Om, not any mantras. Just they tried to say Om. She writes it very clearly that please believe me, Om is not for women. This is by my experience that I am telling you. I faced a lot of gynec problems when I started chanting Om for a longer time. Many people don't know this. Many people don't know this. Okay, and they do it. Some men also say, hey, who stops women from doing it? These days, women do everything. Why don't you chant Om? I said, Om is not for me. Okay, even saying it is prohibited because I should not be get tempted to that power. Even if the power comes to me, it's not through this channel that it should come to me. My husband should do it. My father should do it. My brother should do it for me if I want any good thing to happen in my life. That is a facility which is given. Okay. Now we come to the fourth part. Now what? I like Vedas. What to do? I want the benefits which are told for each mantra, like Mahamrityunjaya, for example. Like I want Mahamrityunjaya for my health. They told me this is the only thing that will save you. Then what should I do? Okay, if I need in some point of life, I need to get my health better, or I want to increase my lifespan, I want the benefit of that. What should I do? Then there is a two-way process for this. Okay, one process is that I chant some stotra. I chant a stotra. One moment. Yeah. I chant a stotra which is related to Mrityunjaya idea. There are two stotras at least I am aware of on the name of Mrityunjaya. Okay, like Chandrasekhara. The god is Chandrasekhara Ashraye. Mama kim karishyati vai Yamaha. What will Yama do? When I have taken the recluse of Chandrasekhara, that is Shiva, what will Yama? What will the Bhagavan of death? He is the god of death. What will he do when I am with the supreme god? That is the idea. So that stotra is very beautiful. That has all the power with which the Mrityunjaya mantra has got. Okay. And the second is another mantra, Kim no Mrityuhu Karishyati. That is one more. It has that line repeating, Kim no Mrityuhu Karishyati. That is the Mrityunjaya stotra. Okay. So that is done by Markandeya Rishi. That the small boy who was destined to be dead on his 12th year, but he becomes a long-lived one by the grace of Shiva. Okay, so such stotras are there for us to recite, which are harmless, which give the good benefit. Okay, then we come to the fifth part of this discussion, where the swaras, how the swaras work. There is a warning shloka, warning mantra, where they said, if one swara goes wrong, what happens? Like in place of udatta, you said anudatta. What happened? Blasts happen. Blasts. Bomb blasts. Okay. Bomb blasts happen where you don't see anything. You don't see, everything will be similar in your life. Nothing will go like this, blasted and gone away. No. But unseen blasts happen and it will bring in doom to the doer. If people are reciting Vedas without all this knowledge, Vedic mantras, chanting, sutras, all like suktas, hearing from the YouTube, getting from somebody as a guru, I'm interested as a guru, they are giving it. Okay, if they are doing it and still nothing bad has happened to them, then it is totally Bhagavan's grace. Totally, I believe in Bhagavan a lot, even more than before, if I come to know of such experiences, because they only survived by Bhagavan's grace, that nothing wrong has happened to them. Okay. So this is the background of Vedas, Vedic rituals, suktas, mantras, what women should do, what they should not do, why they should not go. Okay. And there are many more things related to this sphere. I want to be very precise in this video. I want to be very short and very like point wise I wanted to tell. That's why I stop it here. If any specific questions are there, then please tell yourself, like whenever you want, why, still why? No, I don't agree. I don't believe it. No, it's not. Your mind and your understanding is very less. Even mine was very less until my guru said very strictly, I didn't like his word when he said this. To be very honest, today I am telling you with all my respect to the feet of my guru, I tell with honesty that I didn't like when he said that, but I followed him. As a girl, as a female, when I was said, okay, I also was like a little bit kind of feminist, kind of, oh, why should not, why I am prohibited with all good things, from all good things I am kept away. Then I told myself, Guru said, okay. Oh, then some women has said, some women who are in the sadhana way said, oh, those gurus are also males, you know, they're all like male chauvinistic, they stop us from this, that, and all. She tried to affect me through her this kind of what you call as response to the guru. I said, no, guru is not a male, guru is not a female, guru is Bhagavan. That's all. Guru is the supreme power. We should never look at him as a man, as a woman, as a any human being, any normal. We should never look at him like that. Whatever comes from him is good for us, and I followed it. Now I understand when I do it myself. Before closing this video, I want to share one experience. We are prohibited at the menstrual days to even chant Bhagwan's name or some stotra or something. We have to keep away for that particular point of time when the flow starts and it stops. Okay, until then we are not allowed. But I broke the rule. I broke the rule and I had the consequences on my own body. Okay, there were all bad things happening to my cycle, to I mean, all the patterns started changing. Okay, then I was afraid. I said, what's going on? Then I remembered, oh, I should not be doing it, and I did it. That's why maybe the effect. Then I entirely stopped doing it for the time period. Then the next cycle became very plain, very happy, and very usual. Everything came back to normal. So when this happened to me directly, then I understood if a small stotra can do such a effect upon my body, then imagine the Veda mantras. They are the encryptions, they are codes. They are not just mantras, they are not just sounds, they become mantra because of certain encoding inside them. This is not for everyone. Like we understand a graphic user interface computer, but we cannot understand the binary code. If some code goes wrong inside the hardware, then the computer repair person will come and open the C drive, and then he hits something, some codes come out, he can read it. We cannot read it. So Vedas are like that. They are for the experts. They are for those who have given up their material comforts, material benefits. They don't look into the life's material side at all. They get food, they get clothes, they get only the basic needs of the life, and they are happy with it. They don't make their lives complicated. They don't go apart from the Vedic way of living. Whichever is sanctioned, they will just take it. They won't break the rules. Vedas are for such persons. If I want to get done, then there is a third way where I can get done. Apart from stotras, there is one more way. We should approach such a Brahmana who can live such life. We can approach him with humbleness. We will tell our name, our gotra, our star, our that is nakshatra, and all the details he asks for. We say, please do japa on my behalf. Can you please recite this Mrityunjaya mantra for me so that I get the benefit of the health? I approach him, he says, okay, it will take so much time, it will charge so much money. Can you give me? Then with all humbleness to that Brahmana, we should give money. Okay, and he does it. I have experienced such wonderful change inside me when I did it for my own benefit very recently. Okay, it happened so many times in my life that somebody did some japa for me and I got well. And that change was so immediate that as if I took some medicine. In fact, let me tell you, I'm very bad with medicines. I don't use medicines properly. Okay, I hate them also. But when I'm ill, I want to come out of it. So somebody doing mantra japa, that's I'm not discouraging medicine. Medicine will work. But even when I didn't take it, when I didn't care for it, still the mantra worked for me. Though I didn't do it, somebody else did it for me with sankalpa, with my name, with certain procedures. They know it. They chant it according to the place, according to the time, according to the situation and the tradition. They do it. And they used to do video call to me, said, we bless you for good health. That was enough for me. After all the japa, I gave money to them and they have blessed me and it worked. If you are very careful about Veda, if you really love Vedas, then don't recite them as a woman, don't recite them as a Shudra, don't recite them as a Mlecha. Just respect them. If you love them so much, then respect them and don't chant them. Okay, you can do everything else as my guru has told. You can do everything else. You can read, you can understand, you can learn, you can improve your Sanskrit, you can do research on the Vedic language, you can do research on them. Everything else you can do, but don't chant. That's all. Hope this was helpful. Hope this will clear a lot of doubts. But still, if anything remains, please try to visualize it and wait for the time until you can understand these things. Please give yourself some time. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe there is something that I don't experience. Still, people who are learned are telling me, let me just respect it. If you follow these traditional rules with these value in your mind for them, then they will help you. Okay. Shubhamastu. Namaste.